Notebook. If you guys have watched Blue's Clues before, you know what I'm talking about. Let's look in our little handy dandy notebook. Um. Oh, my friend had this. My friend had the. He pulled out his iPod the other day, and I was like, dude, I miss my MP3 player. I'm talking like those like little MP3 players that just stored music and had like a little bit of games on it. You had to transfer from your computer, but it's like this thing was amazing. Like it was separated from your phone and it just held music, and that's really cool. Like that's so useful nowadays too. I love that thing so much to this day. I have a blue one and a black one, and I love it a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Uh, I feel like education is at an all-time low. So my school, what they do, right, is if the student, the lowest grade a student can get is a 50, not a zero, a 50. That in case if they fail, they have a way to get back up there. Like the school is trying to make those people pass. And like apparently now, if you have like perfect attendance, you don't have to take the final exam, which is insane. Like think about that. You do not have to take the final exam for the class if you show up every single day. That is nuts. Like wow. But I know why they do that. It's because basically it's like you came every single day, you know, all the material. It's like you basically are sort of learning, or not learning, but you're learning every single day. I mean, why would you take the final exam if you already learned everything every single day or came every single day? You know? Oh, I was watching Dude Perfect today, and I love Dude Perfect, man. Like their overtime segments, like of Cool Not Cool, funny stuff on there. Like they got this cool like little head pillow where you can put your arms in it and stuff, and just like sleep on the airplane desk or something like that. But speaking of airplanes, I have to fly from here to Israel, right? So I have to go all the way from here to Charlotte, Charlotte to Seattle, Seattle to New York, New York to some airports in like Paris, Europe, whatever, Rome, Paris. It's gonna take 4 flights from New York all the way to Israel, and it takes me 3 flights from here to Seattle, and then 1 flight from Seattle to New York. So in total, four, one, three. I will be flying 8 different flights in one day. Math is correct. That's crazy. You know. Here's the thing. I can fly from Florida all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's where the Marine Corps base is, if that makes any sense, I guess. But like, fly from here to there, but I can fly there directly. I don't take a connecting flight. I fly from here to Charlie directly. But I can't fly from here to Indiana directly. I have to take another flight. Like, what? Here's the thing about Panama City Beach and its airport. It has 4 gateways and like 2 bottom ones for like biplanes, but like that's it. 4 planes. Like it's not a big airport. You think it would be a big airport for a tourist city, but it's not. Miami and stuff. That's a big airport. And I love big airports, but I also hate them because like yeah, they're insane. But I have to miss like 2 weeks of school, man, and like missing a day of school is bad enough. You are not caught up, man. It's gonna take you like maybe a month to get caught up with all the school. That might be exaggerating it, but it feels like a month entirely. Like it is like horrible because no one can keep up with all this stuff, especially if you're in like a college class. Like you expect me to keep up with all this stuff if something new comes up every single day. But who's to say you can't get the notes? But that is if you have a friend who will send you the notes. I really want some ice cream right now. I could really, really go for some ice cream. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I never did test that to see if my like little thing works. Little like sound effects. Oh, So get this, right? They're thinking about putting Netflix movies in theaters, not in big theaters like the grand theaters, if that's an international or national thing. They're putting them in small theaters, like small box theaters. Like I forget what the movie they were putting it in as, but like you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be there, which is cool. But it's like if you have a Xbox, if you have a computer, if you have a projector, why would you want to go to the movies, especially a small box movie? See a Netflix show that you could just see at home, because essentially you'd be paying money to go see a movie that you can watch on Netflix. Because like Netflix right now is like $8.99 since they jumped up the price. I still don't know why. Um, Disney Plus, man, they got all the movies now, and I'm just like, oh, I want to get Disney Plus, but I don't because I know Disney, man. Sure, Mystery Mouse could do all that shit. I just don't want to. No, I want to watch Aliens, like the Alien movies series, and Predators. Those are my two favorite movies, and Saving Private Ryan and a lot of stuff, and like, but like, I love the Alien series and I love the Predator series. I love, love, love that stuff. I mean, there are some aliens like series movies that are like, but Predator. I really did not like the second movie of Predator, like the second Predator, like Predator Second, something like that. I forget what it was called, but like I did not like that one. Um, and like the new Predator, like the new movie Predator, the most recent one back in like 2017 was awful. It was so awful. I mean, they made it look so bad. It wasn't worth it. Like seeing, I didn't see it, but I saw the kill count from James A. Janice because he does kill counts on horror movies. But it's like, oh, so bad, man. Not worth going to see that. I just missed the original Predator with like Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger, all that stuff. Man, that was the. I don't know, it's just I love Predator and Aliens because they're both kind of like a cat and mouse game. When you think about it, and I just love like Aliens has a weird vibe to it. Like Space Corporation just wants to test its aliens, but they get freaky with it, man. They're like calling it their kid, all this other stuff. Oh, but I forget what was it like Alien Requiem and Prometheus are the newer ones. That's just weird. Like they had new like xenomorphs, which xenomorph is spelled very weird by the way. It is not the way you think it is. It's like it starts with an Xenomorp, something like that. I think that's how you spell it. Anyways, it was very weird. The newer ones they're trying to make like mutated creatures, and I'm just like, what happened to the normal face huggers? Like, so the human how the birthing process works, right? For them to breed and stuff, they have something called a face hugger, which comes out of a pod and attaches to a human's face, and they put this thing in their mouth and their throat, like a tube, and it like puts embryos of the eggs of the aliens in there, and then the human will pass out from it, and then the face hugger will eventually fly off of the human's face because it's already dead while the human has been passed out, and while the human's been passed out the eggs have been hatching and all that stuff in there. the, and the baby xenos are eating the human on the inside. They're called chest bursters because after they're fully grown and ready to come out they just chest burst out of the person while they're alive, and it's crazy, and then they turn into a xenomorph like an hour later almost, it seems. And like xenomorphs are like I think are bulletproof. I mean, they're able to kill them in colonial marines and stuff like that. But like in Alien Isolation, you can't kill them with a shotgun or a flamethrower. But in colonial marines, you can. I don't know. Weird. I love colonial marines, dude. Like I want to dress up as a colonial marine for Halloween. I love colonial marines. You know, I even have them as a wallpaper. Oh, dude. You know, colonial marines actually remind me of Starship Troopers, which is a really good. Well, in my opinion, it was a really good movie. I liked Starship Troopers. They were my favorite, and it was like I watched them Starship Troopers before I watched you know, Colonial Marines stuff like that. But I was like maybe 10 when I saw the movie, and I fell in love with it. Oh, they have Alien versus like Predator action figures, like little toys and stuff like that. That's cool. But yeah, phone down, like distracting me. But yeah, just was my favorite movie series and stuff like that. Russia. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know much about. Oh, so this is crazy, right? This happened like a while ago, not now, like maybe a month ago, I think. But 22 Navy SEALs were arrested. Can we just talk about that for a second? The most elite fighting force Navy SEALs are arrested. 22 of them, and then because they were doing like human torture, some drunken party stuff like that, yada yada yada, they're arrested. And then they questioned the entire Navy chain of command, saying it's corrupt. And I'm like, how can you say that a Navy command system is corrupt? Like, doesn't the president, isn't he the one responsible for that? That's insane. I mean, like, the Marines fall into the Navy as well. Now, the Marines really are their own branch because the Navy re-enlisted after the Marines were founded, and the Navy was founded first, then the Marines were founded, and then the Navy re-enlisted, something like that, and then yada yada yada. But like, you're questioning your entire Navy chain of command, which is, you ever take the time to look at that? Pretty big, wall. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man. Like, what can you do though? What can you do? Oh, what's funny is my friend drew like I was looking at it how I was saying this, drew like smiley faces and like flowers and stuff in my notebook. And it's pretty cool. I like when they do that, or like when she does that, because it's like, I don't know, like makes my day feel better, I guess. It's just like a little flower or an orange or something, but it's like, yeah, it gets me through my day, I guess, is what you can say. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's something I like. You can try and mop it and drink water. I need to drink water like every 5 seconds. I'm a fish out of water, man. Full water bottle. Buy one? Yes. Hmm. Uh, Netflix. Oh yeah. So you ever just like go into a store like when you were a kid and you were just like, I wanted to go to the toy section and just look at the toy section, stand there for hours looking at just different things and just imagine what you could do with them? I still do that. I like have a job now. And I remember just asking my mom always to buy me certain Legos, and now I'm just like, I have so and so much money. I can buy all these Legos. And I remember when they had like the Indiana Jones Legos, they had the minor Legos, the amphibious Legos, and all those guys were gone because of some stupid reason. Like those, oh my god, those like little rock monsters, the crystal monsters, they were so valuable after they were gone. And the miners were so cool. Like, the Star Wars ones were alright. I didn't like the Star Wars ones as much. I mean, Clone Troopers were cool. I love the Clone Troopers. But now it's like when I walk in, I always see the First Order. Like, man, I don't like the First Order. I would you like the First Order stupid Clone Troopers, man. I forget there's a Star Wars game coming out too in like November, right? It's like crazy because Modern Warfare is coming out before Star Wars is. And like, Modern Warfare just seems more built upon than Star Wars is. I mean, this is like going to be a Star Wars game. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's competing really against like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 was really good, but they could have added some things and like, those cool like little hangar battles where you go get in a plane, you go to the other ship, and you blow up the other ship from the inside. I love playing Star Wars on my PC and stuff, and like just acting like a clone trooper is really cool. Like I used to have this clan, we used to be like the 501st, and we would have captains, we would have clone trooper like assaults and heavies and